Alrighty, well hello everyone, and how are you guys doing? It is Tireless God here with an episode of Bank Sold, Bank Made, and I've just made so much money and progress in this series from where I am right now that my body could just not contain all the excitement that it has to spaz out and look all weird like this. I hope you guys enjoy the updates that I've made to my bank, and yeah, let's get on with the episode and what money I've been making. First off, of course, a variety of different drops and stuff that I got from the KK. Now, I try to record as many as I can by taking screenshots with my Hyper desktop, but sometimes I forget to take a picture every so often, and I apologize. So, this is most of the drops. Any of the really important ones, I do try to get a picture right away because it's kind of worth it to get the nice juicy loots. Like this one here was actually a 3-man Drygor longsword that we got in 1 hour for that 34 mil, so that was pretty good. I've also been hosting masses, and I haven't been taking pictures of the post-selling stuff because I'm usually really tired because I do them late, but I've been making some good money. Last mass that I had, it was about 2.5 hours long. We got 3 main hands and made about 17 mil. So those masses are really fun. In case you guys are interested in making a little money, go ahead and follow me on Twitch, and if I'm online, I'm most likely doing a KK mass. Up next, there was an announcement that special attacks are coming back into the game, so what did I do? I got my butt over to Armadale, and I was there for about 3 hours, and I was just like, dang, I'm having no luck whatsoever. Then within I think it was 4 or 5 kills at the very end, it's like, you got a pair of Armadale gloves. And I was just like, alright, I'm making some money. Good 5 mil, that's not bad. 2-3 kills later, it was like Armadale Hill. And I was just like, whoa! But yeah, sold for about 20.2 mil. Don't know how much they're worth now, but that was a nice little addition to my bank right there. Also, with the release of the new Abyssal Wand and Orb, I tried to get myself some Abbey Demon tasks to try to get it. No luck in that department with the Wand and Orb, but I did get a QBD task of 63 kills, and I made myself about 22 mil in that. Yes, 22 mil doing that for the 63 kills. It was amazing. You guys should really get on that. If you get a Black Dragon task, try to head over to QBD. At the moment, the QBD can be around 6.5 to 8 mil an hour because of the double drop weekend coming up. The QBD drops a lot of resources like herbs and ores and logs, so all those things are going to go up. So if you can do QBD and you need some constant money, I would definitely suggest doing that. Alrighty guys, so I have been making some updates to my Bank Sold, Bank Made series. I've been raking in some good money, I gotta say that much. It's been quite an adventure, and I thought I would get everything together that I have and kind of see how much I've made in the last few months of doing this Bank Sold, Bank Made series. Literally starting from nothing. Let's see how well I did. First, let's kind of talk about some of the upgrades I made. So I made a few upgrades, as you might be able to see here. I went ahead and, aside from gloves and boots, I bought Torva. I bought the helm, chestplate, and legs, and I have to say, this is actually really exciting because I've never owned Torva before. In my entire history of RuneScape, I've gotten a drop, I've seen it on the ground, but I've never personally owned it. I've always had to sell it, take a portion, blah blah blah, all those shenanigans. I've never owned full Torva before, so this is actually really exciting. And right below that full Torva, we have Drygor longswords. I upgraded from the maces. And the reason why I did this is because when the special attacks got announced, basically people thought Drygors were going to be getting a special attack as well, and prices kind of fluctuated, and for the first time in a while, it was really cheap to upgrade. The Drygor mace went to about 99 mil, the main hand, and the main hand long was only 105 or 106. So it was like 7 mil to upgrade to the longsword, so I was like, yes please, upgrade it to that. And then the offhand, it was a little bit more, however, for that one, is about 20 mil. So 19-20 mil. So overall, it was about 25-26 mil to upgrade my Drygor set from the maces to the longswords, when normally it's about close to 40-ish. And so I could not pass up that opportunity. The gap has once again widened, so I called it at a good time. Probably the best for the series. I thought it's probably now or never. I mean, it might happen again, but I don't know. Also, I have a Virtus 1 book. I think I said that last time. I also took a dive and I did a Kriara task for Armadale. So I got some Pernix gloves, and so the minions don't attack me. I decided, why not? So this is pretty much the best gear I have. I still have all my other ports armors for tanking when I need it. I wanted to throw my max cape, the boots that I have. I also have Glaven boots. I think that is an upgrade right now. I forget if I said that in the last episode. My chaotic kite shield, of course, my fury. But I wanted to see. Let's see how much money I've made so far in this series. This is what I've gathered, starting from absolutely nothing, people. So price checker. We're going to throw in everything I own. And this is just right here. 612 mil. 612 mil. I got 128 in my coin bag thing, so that's 740 mil right there. And that's not including what I have in my bank. I have rocktails. I have this berserker ring. I have all these runes. I paid off for all my overload flasks. They're kind of getting low, which is crazy to think about. I was like, man, I have so many hours to do this. I tried to get an abyssal task, but I got a black dragon task, so I have 20 mil from a black dragon task right here because the prices are going up for double XP weekend. I'm going to save these for like another week, and then I'm going to sell them, hopefully sell them for around 25-ish, make 5 mil profit doing nothing, basically. So I'm closing in on 800 mil for my series. I think I'm saying that right, or like 780 mil, somewhere around there. But slowly creeping in on about 800 mil made in this series, and that is crazy to think about. I did not think I would be making this much money that fast. I mean, I've been having good drops. I've been going with teams. I do have to say I am somewhat skilled in some sort of PVM aspects, so that does help me. But this brings me to something that I want to address that comes up all the time, and that is the subject of the rich get richer. Now, I do have to say the rich get richer faster, but the rich don't always get richer. I have to tell you something, guys. I started with nothing in this game. No one gave me a hand-me-down. No one gave me a little bit of a bonus. No one gave me a pick-me-up. You know, every so often a friend would be nice, and, you know, I trained my skills really hard, but I was not always rich. And even from this series, I started with nothing, and now I am closing in on 800 mil rich. And that's in this series. And all I have to say is, I know some of you may not have the exact combat stats that I have, but you can be as rich as I am if you try. It's all about putting in the time, putting in the effort. The rich don't get richer. The people who put in the time and effort get richer. And that's the true fact about this game. It's not so much being rich makes you richer. Yeah, it will make you richer because you can buy nice things, you can do some merchanting stuff, but you can get there too. Anyone can get to that point. Now, if you're training up, you have to be sure to set your goals a little bit lower, and that's the main problem, I think, with RuneScape, is everyone has their things real high. You know, when people come in into the game and they want stuff, they're like, oh man, Drygores, I want that. And their goal's set at Drygores. And then when they're working for like 3 hours and they're nowhere near their Drygore goal, they kind of, you know, slowly give up and they're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Your ideal level shouldn't be Drygores. Work on your Chaotix. Get those Chaotix first, because they're free. They're free, and they're powerful. You can do the QBD. I have some guy that I was like, man, the QBD right now, because of the double experience weekend, it is great money right now. You can seriously pull in about, if you're like me, you could pull in about 8 mil an hour pretty easy killing the QBD. During those that QBD task where I got about 22 mil from that, that was 2.5 hours of work. Yes, I was on a Slayer task, so it was a bit easier, but if you're on a Slayer task, you can do it too. My buddy was like, oh, well, I'm not that good at QBD, so I can't make money that way. Okay, you can't get better at QBD if you don't do the QBD. That's my number one point. If you're making excuses, you're not progressing further in the game. And that's the main problem that I see with some people, is they're not pushing themselves to learn or do these things that will really, really help them in the end. Seriously, if you don't know how to do the QBD, look at some guides, go online, learn it, test it out, go to the QBD. It's not that much of a risk, honestly. You go there and then your grave appears outside, you're going to get back no matter what. If you're really worried, you know, buy some Signs of Respite and have your grave going longer. it's really all about practice and doing stuff. With the QBD, I do a lot of masses. If I ever have a mass, go ahead and follow me on Twitch. You can learn how the QBD mechanics, not the QBD, the KK mechanics work. I have KK masses. Did I say QBD masses? I think I said QBD masses. But I have KK masses. You can come along and learn the mechanics. Go with friends. Learn with friends. Can't do the KK quite yet? Go to God Wars with a friend. If you get a Bandos Tacit or something, that's a good split right there. That's a couple mil for each of you. But it's all about being persistent. I go somewhere and I stay until I get a drop. That's my main thing. I think a friend posted a video not too long ago kind of addressing the same subject. He was like, when I go somewhere, I don't leave until I get a drop. I keep pushing myself until I get a drop. And if I don't get a drop that day and I'm kind of tired, I go back the next day and I try to get a drop. And that's the difference between people who are going to make money and people who are not going to make money, is the persistence to move on and go forward. And it will enhance your experience of the game. If you learn the mechanics of bosses and everything, you are going to love this game, let me tell you. Like the KK, I thought it was difficult. Virago, I thought was difficult. But you know what? I have learned the mechanics. I have sat down with people and they've taught me the ways. I used to be really, really bad. Like Virago, really, really bad. KK, really, really bad. But you know what? I took the time to learn it, and now I can trio KK and I eat like 1 or 2 rocktails the entire run, no problem. Just because I learned the mechanics. I know some people who eat like a whole inventory for 1 kill, but you know what? You slowly learn how to get better and you will make more money in the game. So I just wanted to address that. I know I probably rambled on for a little bit, and you probably don't want to hear me talking about this or something like that. You'd rather be like, John, go make more money and throw it in our face. But I'm sorry. I just wanted to address that and maybe motivate you guys to continue on in this game and learn more. It's really, really exciting when you learn the EOC mechanics. Just find some friends who are wanting to go do something. Join some PVM clans if you want to learn some bosses. I'm pretty sure a lot of them would be willing to teach you because they want people to go with. And if you're online and they know they can teach you and they taught you, you're going to be pulled along a lot more often. So that's all I really wanted to say, guys. Thanks again for watching this episode of Bank Sold, Bank Made, and hopefully we have some more upgrades next time. Let's quickly roll to a recap of where I'm at in the series. Alrighty, so looking back at the previous Bank Sold, Bank Made episode where I had the update list, we had some updates here. We have taken out the Chaotic Staff, and now we have a Virtus Wand and Book, a nice little combination, getting slightly closer to that Seismic Wand and Singularity, still a far way off. In the range department, we really haven't done anything at all. We're sticking with that Royal Crossbow for a while because those Ascensions are pretty pricey together, although for melee, we have completed it. We have upgraded all the way to the most expensive weapon there is out there for melee. We went from maces and just upgraded 25 mil. Good timing. Bam! We are done in the melee department, slowly working towards everything else. I'm thinking maybe for range, go do Ascension bosses again to make them. But that's pretty risky, so we're gonna have to see there. I'm thinking of saving up for a Seismic Wand, and that's my next big goal. But that's like still 1.6, 1.8 bill. So I'd basically sell my entire bank that I just sold you, and I would have half of what I need to buy that wand. So we'll see how that goes. Now over into the armor progress. We have made a lot of progress here, guys. Wow. We upgraded to Torva. We got ourselves a pair of Glaven boots. We don't have Steadfast boots yet, but we do have range fires. We have static gloves. We have Pernix gloves. We have a full Virtus. We had the Virtus 1 in Book Edition. Now I do not have any of the level 90 gear, but like I said, that stuff is degradable, and having the power armor from Nex is pretty good, but I feel like I'm not at a level yet where I can justify spending money on armor that I can't even fix. So dang, a lot of upgrades here. We're not fully to the level where we want to be, but we are going to get there soon. Alrighty guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Bank Sold, Bank Made. Thanks again everyone for tuning in, and I will catch you next time, hopefully with some more updates, good news, and some juicy lootations. Alrighty guys, I will catch you later.